Okay, I'm here with Ari from Antwerp by bike. Ari, how long have you been a Cycle Cities partner for?
We have been Cycle Cities partners for about 8 years, I think.
One of our first partners to join. And why did you join Cycle Cities in the first place?
Well, you sent me a few emails explaining me what it was about, but I wasn't convinced when I read the emails, or maybe I didn't read them well. And then you stopped by in Antwerp, and you explained to me what it was about, and you gave me some excellent tips about how we should grow our company. And then I joined our first symposium in Berlin, and that was really helped. I mean, that's when I really saw the potential of being part of a network with a lot of other operators who do the same thing but who are not your competitors. So that really it really gave a boost to our company from the moment we joined Cycle Cities.
Fantastic. And you mentioned the advice, the business to business advice, because I was running the London Bicycle Tour company at the time. So I knew all the same issues that you were dealing with in Antwerp, or we had very similar issues and collaborating on ideas. Is that something that you found really helpful being part of the network?
Yeah, I found it extremely helpful because, there are some things. Doing bike tours is kind of like a niche type of business. I mean, if you would join other network groups in your city, there will probably not be a lot of people that do something very similar to what you do. So there aren't a lot of, other companies that are not your direct competitors that you can, talk with and exchange advice with. So doing that on an international level was really, really helpful. And also, there is a lot of diversity within Cycle Cities. You have some operators who are located in really big cities like Berlin or London or Barcelona, but you also have operators who operate in smaller cities, and we are kind of like an in-between city. So you really get a lot of different perspectives on how to run bike tours. So that's really helpful to exchange those ideas.
And has your business grown a lot since you've joined Cycle Cities?
Yeah. We kind of went from, almost like, the kind of the business you run from your garage. You set up a website that your uncle made for you, and you start you're selling bike tours, and you do it all after your hours, into a real professional business with our own location. Now we have more than 130 bikes. We have two employees that work for us. We have a team of about 40 guides. So over those 8 years, we really evolved a lot.
So you've seen a huge amount of growth in that time. That's really exciting. What about the friendships and the partnerships that you've made by coming to Symposium? Can you tell us a bit about the benefits you've got from that?
Yeah. First of all, we made a lot of connections locally. I mean, we are from Antwerp, but in Belgium there are bike tour operators in almost every other city, and we didn't know them before. I had to go to Berlin to meet my colleague in Bruges, and now we all know each other. We exchange information. We sometimes send each other customers, so that's really nice. But then you also have the wider network. Of course, now my colleague Erwin from Antwerp is even more invested in all these networking part of Cycle Cities. So he traveled to many of the cities. Me too. When I a few months ago, when I was traveling through Northern Europe, I joined bike tours in Hamburg, in Copenhagen, and it's also nice, to be able to see how your colleagues are operating it, and to chat face to face, to see the different shops that your colleagues are running their bike tour company from, and there is really a good atmosphere within Cycle Cities. We're happy to see each other. We're happy to discuss, to exchange information, etc. So there is really a very good atmosphere, and the fact that every year there is a symposium and you get to see each other face to face at least once a year really helps in keeping that atmosphere alive.
Fantastic. We're a close group, and you're right, it's quite niche. So we're all sharing our experience from all over the place, but working in the same kind of businesses. It's really good. What would you say to somebody who is thinking about joining Cycle Cities, who's not sure if it's worth the money or not sure what kind of benefits they're going to get out of it? What would you say to someone like that?
I think I would say you will not get these specific benefits anywhere. There is no other organization where you'll spend an entire week discussing only only bike tours. There is no such thing anywhere in the world. I mean, where you will not, be doing very vague or general talks about tourism or whatever. You will specifically talk about electric bikes, about how to recruit guides, about how to do school groups, about how regulation works in different countries, about which resellers work and don't work for bikers. That's something you'll only find in a network that is dedicated to bike tours. And as far as I know, Cycle Cities is the only network of that type. So you'll get benefits that you'll get nowhere else, and there is a very good atmosphere between the partners. It doesn't feel like going to a business meeting. It's really you really have a good time at those symposiums. It's really like meeting friends that you haven't seen for a while. So definitely, I mean, if you're having a doubt, just join for a year and you'll probably stay on board.
Yeah, most of our partners stay for years and years. Like Antwerp by Bike, you've been with us for, God, probably nearly 10 years now, if not more. So that's fantastic. Yeah, we are a close-knit group, but we always love inviting new people in and meeting new people. At Symposium last year, we had quite a few new companies, and they felt very welcomed, and we're happy to meet with us at the group. And thank you for hosting the bike tour at Symposium in 2023 as well, Ari. That was a fantastic event, and all our operators got so much. They get so much out of seeing how other bike tours do things, seeing the way that you set up your operation in Antwerp, what you charge, how you engage people when they arrive, what your bikes are like, what your shop's like, what your tour design is like, what people learn, and how you recommend things to do in the city. Our guests got so much out of that. So it's not only what you get from the network, it's what you give to the network, which has been very valuable for us as well. So thanks for being a strong long-term member of Cycle Cities, and we hope to work with you for many years to come.
Yeah, we hope to stay a member of Cycle Cities for many years to come as well. So we really like to share stuff with the network and to participate in all the events. So we are planning on staying on board for quite a long time.
Fantastic, Ari. Hey, thanks for your time. Thanks for chatting today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.